Welcome back. Today we have the OPPO Pad 5 Matte Display, and one of the commenters actually asked me about the live meeting and also AI summary feature. So this can be found inside the recorder. So inside this recorder, as you can see, I've done some recording. You can see that there are a few speakers, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7. Basically, I am the only speaker talking to this tablet. So this is a bit funny. I'm not sure how they detect me to become having like few different voices. But after trying for a while, ultimately I'm able to get only one speaker, which is me. So this is good. So as you can see, in this case, I am actually simulating a briefing, a meeting, and overall I think the transcription is pretty good. Okay, I will say the accuracy is like 90%. Of course, some Chinese names like Mr. Chu, I actually mentioned Mr. Chiu, not Mr. Chu. So yeah, something like this you may have to take note. Another thing will be the transcription. All this transcription will require credits. So for this OPPO Pad 5, you will have 100 minutes per month. So currently I have used up a few minutes, so I'm left with 90 plus minutes. And the summary, I haven't, oh yeah, I did try. For the summary part, okay, it's something like this. I will say that the summary again is 90% accurate. I can see that something like, Mr. Chu will lead a team of testers, 5 senior, 5 junior, and 5 temporary staff. This one was not indicated in the action items. I'm not sure whether is it because the 5 temporary staff is not considered important. So, yep, this was omitted here. Okay, let me just move it closer. Alright, but overall, key timeline is noted correctly, as well as the name like Rachel and Michael. So I think, yep, this is 90% accurate. But again, if you're planning to use this, do take note that you may need to read through or proofread before you actually hand out to your team members. Okay? Anyway, I think I can regenerate it. I'm not sure. Let me try. Oh, okay. So this is another kind of summary. Okay, as you can see, this is a regenerate from the previous version. Alright. And the regenerated version is actually slightly better. The temporary stuff that I need here is still omitted. Okay, see? Where is it? Michael. 3 senior developers. The temporary stuff, oh no, not here, sorry. The tester. Another 5 temporary staff outsourced from other companies was omitted here. I'm not sure whether the action items, why the action items omitted Mr. Chu. But yeah, do take note on this. Again, I will say that this is just 90% correct. So you have to read through and see what it mentioned here. Another addition will be the reward, the project reward. 5% of the project income was mentioned here. but I don't see it mentioned in the earlier summary. So I think this is the better summary. Alright. So if you ask me, is it good to use this in a meeting? First of all, I'm not sure where the data is being sent to. That's number one, because if the transcription requires credit, so it is being sent to the internet and being processed there. And who is going to hold the data, we are not sure. So this is one of my main concern. Okay, but if you are just doing school projects, nothing secret or not critical information like critical government information, I think it will be fine. All right, but if you are doing a project in a corporate that requires you to keep your mouth shut, basically, non-disclosure act and things like that, if you upload it to the internet and transcribe it, I think this is something I won't prefer. Yeah, so make your own decision. This is just my concern. Okay, so again, in summary, I don't think that the recorder here is good enough, if you ask me, because one main thing is that once I click on this record button, it will start recording. It won't allow me to set up my meeting accordingly. Okay, let me just show you. See, it's starting the record, and live transcription is here, and live transcription is by default English. So if my meeting is in Chinese, I'm not able to transcribe it accordingly. 你好 see, it is going haywire. So if your opponent or the people in the meeting, some are speaking Chinese, it will be a bit difficult to track, or I should say impossible to track. So if I just choose the speech language to Chinese, hello, good morning. Okay, suddenly, as you can see, the speaker one, this line drops below. So this is again, I would say a bug or something like that. Now if I speak in Chinese, I think it will get recorded. 谢谢你，你好. I will continue this in English. Okay, as you can see, if you have some people that are speaking Chinese, I think it will be important for you to just set this live transcription to Chinese. But again, watch out on your credit, which is 94 minutes remaining for me. Okay, so I will just stop here and I will see whether I can summarize the content. Oh, before I summarize it, maybe I will add some Chinese inside here. 大家早上好，今天我们要讨论的项目是要把这个5年的计划更新。这个计划会耗费100万，然后甲方给我们的时间是5个月。我们的人数是10个人，如果不够可以另加。可是这个会耗费到我们的所有的资源或者金钱，所以最好的话，我们不要另外再加人数进来这个项目。Okay, so now let me just do a summary and see whether it can translate or summarize in both languages. Okay, apparently it's not finished transcribing. Let me just do this. Okay, so if you stop too quickly, you have to do the transcribing again, as you can see here. So again, I'm not sure who is really listening to this, you know. So it's a bit of a concern in terms of security wise. Okay, anyway, let me just summarize it and see whether it works. Okay, so if you are able to read Chinese, it is really funny because I am talking about the project cost, which it summarized correctly, but when it comes to the amount of money, it will just say 100,000, which is 1 million, and the client has given 5 months 5个月. The team has 10个人. Ah, I sure hope that I can just translate it to directly to English for everything or directly to Chinese for everything. A mixture of this is really funny because imagine if you have a customer, if you have a customer or something like that, then you need to hand over a summary or a meeting minutes to them. This is definitely not something you want. Okay, so I think if you really want this, you may need to copy paste this to another translator and translate it accordingly. Then after that, you still have to do proofreading and some editing. Okay, this is another version of the summary. Okay, don't mind the live transcription here. I'm just talking while recording, so this is nothing critical. Again, as you can see, the plan will cost 100,000. The client's given time is 5 months, 5个月. Alright. So, if you ask me, I will just rate this feature a B plus at most. Not A minus, not even A minus. This is not something I want. Okay. Anyway, let me just show you let me just show you another thing. Sorry about that. If you go to the notes, I don't think this one is sending to cloud. Okay, let me just disconnect the Wi-Fi. Oh, it does require network connection. Alright, see? So this one is also sending to the internet or the cloud, which I'm not sure where, but do take note on this. Alright, so this one is a bit different because I don't think this one requires any credit. Welcome to the meeting. Today we have project A, and within this project we have 7 team members. The team lead will be Rachel, and the assistant will be Michael. Okay, so you're getting something like this, and as you can see, not really good. So if you are speaking out of your mind and you have gaps in between what you are talking about, then this is not really good. It's more like a, I will call it like maybe a C, grade C kind of translation. But the problem is with me most likely. So yeah, it's good to have, but not really helpful. But thankfully we have the AI summary, so AI writer where we can polish it. Let me try. Oh, we have an update. Let me just down an update. Okay, polish. Alright, see, after polish, you will get much better, note within the notepad. Okay, so this is really helpful. So again, I will just improve the rating to A minus because of this feature. Alright, why A minus? Because I need to do my recording first, then only I have to proofread it or reformat it to a better version. Okay, so this is definitely helpful, but again, do take note that this will require internet connection, and again, I'm not sure where the data is being sent to. Nobody knows. Probably to some OPPO server, and how they manage the data is some of my concern, but I don't really care because this is nothing critical. It's just some random stuff I'm talking about, so I don't really mind. But again, if you are using this for project critical meeting, or some high confidentiality stuff, you better be careful. If you go and search on the internet, you will see that some sort of problem is with all this uploading stuff to the internet. Alright, so do be careful when you are using all these kind of tools, regardless of which brand it is. Like for corporate, I think if they implement the Copilot correctly from Microsoft, if they're using Microsoft, by the way, maybe that will be the only option a corporate worker may have. But for other people, like a freelancer or some other people, you may want to think through first before you use a tablet like this to meet your client or your customers. But for school projects, university projects, I don't think this is a problem, because I don't think school projects will be like that. I mean, I don't think school projects can contain a lot of confidential information. So yeah, again, this is one of my concerns when it comes to AI tools. Now let me just show you the other tablet I have, which is the Honor Pad 10. And when it comes to Honor Pad 10, everything is inside the notes. And if you go to add, for recordings, you can only do type note. Okay, you cannot see anything on top, but actually the recordings are below. So if you want to start recording, just click here. Hello, welcome to the meeting. Today we will discuss a project involving 17 members. Rachel will be the team lead and Michael will be the assistant. Okay, I think this is getting my speech wrongly. Alright, so what I can do, let me see. Click on here. Okay, I can enter the recording. Can I do my transcribe now? To, let's say, oh, not now, because this is just transcribing my speech. Maybe I do translate English to Cantonese. Okay, it won't transcribe or translate everything here. Okay, but if I continue playing or recording, I think it will transcribe. Let me try. Hello, welcome to the meeting. Today we will discuss a project involving 7 team members. Rachel will be the team leader and Michael will be the assistant. Okay, as you can see, I am able to translate it to Chinese live. So as you can see, I can do the 你好，歡迎嚟到會議。今日我哋會討論一個涉及7位團員及成員嘅項目。Rachel 會做隊長 ，Michael 會做助理。Yep, really good. This time is 100%. Nothing is missed. Okay, let me just add on some other stuff. Let me just, translate to Malay. Maybe I'll talk something else. Today we will talk about the project specifications. You may get the latest project specs from SharePoint. In page 5, you will see the UI implementation. And on page 10, you will see the backend implementation. We will discuss the technology stack later on. So I will stop here now and I will see what I get from the summary. Okay, hari ini kita akan bercakap tentang spesifikasi projek. Anda mungkin mendapat spesifikasi projek terkini daripada SharePoint. Okay, this is okay, good. Di halaman 5, Anda akan melihat pelaksaan UI dan pada halaman 10, Anda akan melihat pelaksaan bahagian belakang. This is a bit funny because back end is, I don't know, what do you call it in Malay? Bahagian belakang is a literal translation. Okay, I can accept it, but still very funny. If you just put it in Malay like that, I think people will laugh. Bahagian belakang, what? A chicken butt? Kami akan membincangkan timbulan teknologi kemudian. Technology stack, timbulan teknologi. Actually, I kind of like this translation. It actually makes sense because timbulan is the stacking stuff and technology stack, but so timbulan technology. I think it feels correct to me. Okay, then I actually do so I will stop here and now and we'll see what I get from the summary. Oh, I think I stopped too fast and this didn't get translated live. Anyway, let me just go to meeting minutes. Again, you can see there are few kind of meeting. So it will ask you what kind of meeting this is. Reporting meeting, brainstorming meeting and stuff like that. Let's just go with reporting meeting. Okay, so the minutes is okay, but like the to-do items here, it says review project specifications on SharePoint. I think this is I'm not sure why is it under to-do, because I actually plan to do it in this meeting, not in the future meeting. But maybe this is guessing that it may need time, so it actually put it inside to-do, which is fair enough. Okay, so again, the minutes, I will rank it like, B plus. Not exactly what I want, but it's good enough. Then I can do the try again and see, and see what it generates. Okay, so this is actually better. At least the to-do is to review the technology stack in the future. Okay, let me just add to original. Alright, so there you go. Now let me just go back here and think what I want to do. I may want to speak in different language. So now let me just 开始另外一个语言. Oh, I'm able to get Chinese. Sekarang kita akan cakap dalam bahasa Melayu. Nope, not working. 开始另外一个语言. Okay, I think the Cantonese is stuck there, but I'm speaking Chinese. So I will try to speak in Cantonese. 你好啊，點啊今日？食咗飯未啊？ Okay. Now let me just stop this. Alright, so this is a bit funny. Transcribe. Alright. Okay. Not sure what I want to say, but this is... I'm transcribing Cantonese. And here I'm translating Malay. So again, I think all these are a bit... the implementation of all these tools is not that good because I think it should allow me to, you know, set up the recording before I begin. Alright, you know. Can I set it up like this? Nope. So if I click on this recording, okay, click on this recording, it will straight away record and I don't have time to switch between different languages. Alright. But as you can see here, I'm able to transcribe Cantonese correctly. Even if I speak in Chinese, which is written in traditional Mandarin or traditional Chinese, or speaking in Cantonese. So this is good. And at the same time, I'm able to translate everything here to the correct language which I want. So transcribe is from your language to, is to write down whatever language you are speaking. For example, I'm speaking Cantonese, so you will write down in Cantonese. Translate, you directly translate whatever you are speaking to the correct language. So this is English to Malay. I think that's the reason why I'm not able to translate it correctly. Alright. Maybe not in front, or maybe not, you know, not here. Let me just try here. I am talking in English. Okay, so this is translating correctly. 你好啊，今日我會講英文。Okay, this is not good. English to Malay live translation. Oh, now I see. Okay, let me just click OK. Go back. How are you today? Oh, okay. Now I get what this means. So you have to actually okay, let me just start a new recording. Okay, click here. Just go inside here. Stop it first. Let me just redo it. Okay. Okay, I didn't say anything. So we go inside here first. Then we have two kind of options. So you can only do one thing at a time, whether you want to transcribe or you want to translate. So if you are in a meeting with some other party, I think it's better to use translate. Let's say I'm talking English. I want to translate to Chinese or Cantonese. Okay, so this is live translation. Live transcription is recording whatever the language speech. Like if I'm speaking in English, then it will just write out in English. If I'm speaking in Malay, it will write down in Malay. Okay, so you can only choose one at a time, not both. Okay, so I prefer to do translate because this is useful to me. All right, welcome to the meeting. Welcome to the meeting. Today we will talk about the project. Before we begin, let me introduce the team leader, Rachel, along with the assistant, Michael. Both of them will lead a team of 10 people. Excluding them, there will be 4 juniors and 4 seniors. The project timeline will be 3 months. The project budget will be 1 million. And earlier release will have extra reward. So give your best effort and make sure the project is a successful one. Okay, let's see the translation. 歡迎嚟到會議，今日我哋會講下呢個項目。開始之前，等我介紹下隊長 Rachel 同埋助理 Michael。Okay, this is correct。佢哋兩個都會帶領一隊10個人個團隊。Okay, this is correct。除咗佢哋之外，仲會有4個初級生同4個高年級生。This is a bit funny because 初級生 is actually junior high, you know. 高級生 is like senior. But I'm talking about ranking in a corporate, not school. So this is a bit funny. 項目時間表係3個月。時間表 timetable. Okay, this is not so correct, but okay, I can understand. 項目預算會係100萬。Oh, they just put in the numbers without any commas. Okay 啦 can accept。早啲推出會有額外獎勵，蘇盡力而為。哇 like that also can。So they didn't translate the so. Maybe they can put 所以盡力而為，確保項目成功。Overall 90% correct I would say. So it's good enough. Let me just try the meeting minutes. Reporting meeting. Oh, for fuck's sake, this is translating in Cantonese as well. Alright. So, yep. When you translate to Cantonese, the summary will be in Cantonese. So do take note on this. Again, if you ask me, there are always limitations on what all this tablet can do, but if I want to compare between Honor Pad 10 and the OPPO Pad 5, this one seems to be the better one. At least this one is more intuitive. Of course, you can play around. I didn't really play enough to understand it better, but you can play around to, you know, get things done. Alright, so now let me just let's see what I can do. Okay, meeting minutes. Oh, I want to try something else. Let me just go offline. and see whether it can translate or not. Unable to connect to the server, speech to text. Network unavailable, unable to convert. So this requires internet again. We are not sure where this is being sent to. You can send to Google, you can send to some other places, but definitely not your company server. So again, what I want to say is that do be careful when using all these AI tools. You're not sure where this data are being sent to. Of course, we can use it for our personal usage, but if you are working in a high confidential environment, I think that will stop you from using this. So if you ask me who is suitable to use this device, I will say maybe a student to do their team projects, but definitely not for a corporate, unless the corporate really implements some security or discuss with owner on how to implement proper security to make this device to be a corporate device. Alright, so it's still a long way to go, but I can see in the future somehow there will be implementation for a corporate or high confidential environment. Alright, so I think that's all for today. Yep. Oh, before I go, let me just try something else. Can I just rewrite all this? Like format it to something nicer, because I have this AI notes. Okay, it's here, AI notes. We have the rephrasing. You can also summary again. Okay, so I think this is useful. Again, this requires network, and currently I have network error. Let me just turn on the Wi-Fi again. Refinement for voice to text content is not supported. Oh, let me just take a portion. Okay, so you cannot refine whatever that's generated by AI. So you can only refine whatever that is typed here. Maybe let me just copy everything here and paste below. Okay, so as you can see, you cannot, if this one is a meeting minutes generated by the AI earlier on, this one won't overwrite this. You cannot even do some AI reformatting or rephrasing, but if you copy out and paste it below, you can do it. Alright, so replace original, and there you go. Can I rephrase this again? Let me try. Select everything here all the way to the bottom, and now this one blocks my still can. Yep. Oh, it detects this one was generated by AI, so it didn't even try to rephrase it. You can just and what happened? It doesn't want to rephrase my thing. It generates nothing, so you replace nothing at all. So this is definitely a bug, you know. Luckily I actually copied it earlier on. And if you copy it and paste, I think the rephrase will work again. Nope, it's still able to detect that this is an AI rephrase text. So you can only change style to a formal tone. Yep. Don't simply just replace it if this is blank, because it will just put the blank sheet over here. Oh, this is long-winded. Okay, replace original. How come I feel that this is even longer? Okay, anyway, I think that's all I want to show you today. So again, do take note that all these AI tools require internet connection. So if you are going out somewhere without internet, you are not able to do anything. Okay, you are not able to translate, transcribe, whatever. And do take note that if you are using this in a corporate environment, I won't encourage it, because someday your security team will find you, you know, and talk about it, because I think uploading stuff to the internet without the company's consent is actually pretty dangerous for your career. Okay, but this also depends on the company's policy. If your company is a lenient one, I don't think they mind. But again, we have to make sure where our data is going to, because these days data is really worth a lot, and we have to take care of ourselves. Okay, sorry for being long-winded, and I think I will stop here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day ahead.